and put her interest above all else, put the interest of Sierra Leone above any other thing we feel say pass alone to you. But without Sierra Leone, we not for the boast as Sierra Leoneans them. Today, one of the main pillar we hold the country of Sierra Leone, it don't crack. Some people then go say it don't broke. Some people then go say hope not there again. But some man go say no, there is hope for make we able for cement this pillar back together, make it team up as one. When the president be the campaign, it tell we about the free quality education. And it be team up on that, and as it come in range of power, it begin try for implement them. Today, we see after the results them from the law school, from medical to the WAEC, we see what in the results then look like. We go make some man button head. We go make some people and still lift their head up high, say no to we, even though not to so is supposed to be. Well, we be there from the part of anti-corruption. We be there from the part of the government of Sierra Leone. Now we turn the mic to the teachers, the principals, the students them, and the parents them, waiting and talk of this massive failure and the exam malpractice we unfold this past WAEC examination. USSF Doyeri. But before I go open the line for make you give your own comment and what you think, make a call with David Vandy. As we be getting yesterday, he be throw light on some things them. We bring him back today, make it just help we rub more by this topic, and waiting here is some of them people there be talk na the video. Yes, David Vandy from Voice of America, you get the platform, sir.
Thank you very much, Tripoli, and thank you for the program. Like I said yesterday, sometimes it can hard for Leah come on social media and make comment, but because I know say your platform very credible, and if I can't talk there, nobody no go begin look and begin fair way for begin course or begin make other way. I feel comfortable for come day. So if you call me today for talk about the meet where you broadcasting house meets the principal them, parents them, and students them. I listened to a few. I watched some of the video. Starting off with the principal them. One principal talk one thing, the one a government model. The senior secondary school principal a government model. They say, and I think I've been highlight something like that yesterday. They say, yes, then they to complain, say, the minister, then the thief, then the this and the that. Yeah, then the thief millions and millions. Yeah, we for vex on them. But he said the South side, they cast the blame more to the teachers. He said, what in reason we make it cast the blame to the teachers? He said, because now they're responsible for develop the human resources. He said, because if they're not able to develop the human resources, that means that they destroy them. And when you destroy them, he said, in fact, he said some of them, and they know when I minister them now, he said something that they upbringing from school. Now from there they don't corrupt. Now from there the minds they don't corrupt. So now they can't be ministered. So like what I've been saying yesterday. I said, I don't say I will not touch them minister them. We for deal with them proper. But we have to go back to the grassroots, go back to the basics. And that now one thing why I hear from all the people that were listening to today. That going back to the basics, going back to the students, going back to the picking them, start from kindergarten, begin train them up, so that by the time the next 15, 20 years, when they get into politics, then go don't discipline enough. And I go repeat this Bible verse. It says, train up the child the way this child should go, so that when they grow up, they will not depart from it. That now exactly that principle they talk. And I go with that principle 100%. Yes, the teacher, you talked something yesterday, say the teacher, then they talk about, pay no better, this and that. Yes, we agree. No, in fact, every sign of the world, teacher, then are the least paid people. Well, and we understand that. But the teacher work, now work we get integrity. What do you make the teacher then they are now? From we papa then them, they don't want to pay teacher them better. From we grandpapa then them, they don't want to pay teacher them better. But teachers we are content because it is a very honorable job. It is a honorable job. Yes, things don't difficult now. We all the advocates say for letting add upon the money. That principle now brotherhood. He said not to the raising of the salary no more. He say now for put everything together. You know, now a package, the welfare, and what that we use. He said the welfare of the teachers. Let the government look into the welfare of the teachers. We agree with them 100%. Now, this advocacy will be done depend for years. We meet people that don't come before we don't advocate this for teachers for years. But the teaching job is a honorable job. But what thing can happen now in our country? Everything done so corrupt, the people done so corrupt, the Pekin done so corrupt, the leaders done so corrupt, the Pekin done so corrupt that everything now, everybody they do are now with impunity. Everybody is corrupt. That then the things say, let we do, and this is the way it should be. Everybody do accept that it is a norm. That this is the way it should be. And this is not the way it should be. Well, why then they take and say that this is the way it should be? Because when they do, and when governments clamp on some of them, you get people in back when they go and say, oh, government not supposed to do this. Oh, government not supposed to do that. By so doing, you they empower them people, then they say, waiting and do so right. Now that they happen even in the politics. You they see the thing wrong so because not so you own party, you they see say, hey, no, this not so it's supposed to be. So you they empower the person say it's supposed to do. People them in a cry in a salon say, hey, then thief we, they want them go kill we. When government can now begin clamp on corruption, people they say, oh no, you don't do too much, you don't forget too much. So it is the same thing like what they talk about the education, my brother. Like when they talk about the education, if we not try for train them picking the air now, we teach them picking the air. Like when we can say manners make it man, we teach them the good manners when they are picking them. They are going to grow up in that light, that corrupt circle, that circle of not paying attention, that circle of giving money to let them pass their exams. That training, they know they get them, so then they go with that. Now then, same people they need to go become doctors tomorrow with failed result. Now then they go become lawyers tomorrow with failed result. Now then they go become teachers tomorrow. We not get the proper training. They not get the basic training. You can go, you get any kind of degree. Teacher work now, you they get training for them. You they get training for them. Teacher work not to any kind fake, not to any kind work. It is a profession, a very humble profession that people are being trained to do. So for go, you say, oh, I've been go get this degree, I can't go teach. No, you for sabi teach. And you forget that human relationship between the teacher and the school pikin. You can play and laugh with your school pikin that you go encourage them. But when it comes to discipline for let the school pikin learn, but when we go school, we get teacher the way now we friends them. Yes, them in lekwi, sometimes because of things and what they do. But when it comes to exams, we not been get joke. When I'm in Efrabe College, we been get one lecturer, Mr. Alston. Mr. Alston go kind of class, he go laugh with you now. But Mr. Alston, when he say in test, he not get joke with in test. Raymond de Souza George, when a presidential advisor now, when he say in test, he not get joke with in test. Drama, what we they do? We get Professor Ago with Nigeria now. Drama, what we they do? This Desmond Finney, when a top dramatist now, and a top actor na the African continent right now, he is a professor in English and drama. I don't see and way the lecture, and I know how disciplined Desmond Finney be. So you see, if we not, in as much as we don't get the idea before we enter inside it, we did a class where lecturer they move, and they tell you say, hey, you, Vandy, take care of the class. That's not the kind of confidence where the teacher gets in you.
Just a quick one. When we talk about the teachers, them, You think, say, we get the wrong people in the profession now? Because before, when you look at the classroom, you know, say, these people are tomorrow's future. These people are being prepared to carry this nation tomorrow. When you look at the teachers, them, you they see, say, yes, them people are, then you they see the passion. First thing, say, for the one course person, they say you sus a link like teacher sus. Even it was not right then, but that the kind of passion where we be get for teachers them. Most of them are be old people, but they don't have now the teaching service for this long. Now you get all these young guys coming in. You feel saying that the young people them we get at the profession?
You see, I'm not gonna put on that way. You remember yesterday when we talk about the police? I tell you, say, if the police want for discipline the people, let the police discipline themselves first, not so?
Yeah.
So it's not like the same thing with the teachers. Like I say, not to go get degree and can you say they can go to classroom. You are not cut out to be a teacher. You have to be cut out to be a teacher. You have to be trained to be a teacher. Teachers are being trained to come and teach. That is why all them big doctor, lawyer, mechanic, broadcasters, we're going to make big money now, but we have to pass through the teacher. Now the teacher and training and bring we can to Usa with day. So you see how that profession they day? Now profession where they train people for life. So whoever is going there to become a teacher has to be trained for that. So it means they too are not disciplined. Because the teaching profession is a disciplined profession. It means they are not disciplined. Like when you say, when you go to class them 10 and day, first term, when you meet the teacher, when you see the teacher, so, but you know, say that teacher you meet up. When you see the school picking and where the teacher can a class, you don't need for tell them for keep quiet. They know say them supposed for keep quiet. Because the teacher don't can class. But the one way not trained for be teacher, bruh, you understand? We get for, I think say probably because of the lack of jobs in the country, everybody will come out college, say, oh, somebody will not go college, say the south side they picking and they way not able, they're not the school business not they, and they open in your school, automatically it's on teacher. All man now they run camp because job not they, everybody they run for go be teacher. Which is not bad. But what the guy for says, these people should be trained in the profession. They should be trained in the profession. I have been in broadcasting for almost 29 years, going 30 years. Next year, I'm going to be 30 years in broadcasting. There is nothing in broadcasting that I cannot do. But when it all started, I was first trained at the SLBS. Even though that time they did not take me the original term because I mean get a lot of other people. But immediately after that, following that, the next 2 weeks I was called to FM 94 when I've been the first FM broadcasting network in Salone. I was trained by 2 British broadcasters. So you forget the training. The teachers have to be trained so that they can be able to train them in the way they should grow up. When we teach them in the discipline we foster, they'll be fit to say about no. But they make the thing when not you get in a classroom, you know they take on. You come in book when not you get, you know they take on. Now so we don't begin because we don't begin take we come in and book the way not we get in a classroom. Now then they take left fam, it don't be now, it don't be. This it don't be, now make not they go before. So the teachers have to be trained. Not that you see sometimes, like you say, sometimes maybe they are wrong to be in there, but if they don't did it and let the avenue be provided for them for good train. We used to forget Multimagai Teachers College when I'm in Magai College of Education now. We used to forget Port Loko Teachers College. We used to forget Freetown Teachers College. We used to forget Bonimbu Teachers College. We used to forget Bo Teachers College. We used to forget McKinney Teachers College. Where all them teachers college and then they.
Maybe Freetown Teachers College, I know say Dendi, but all the rest where you call so I get question mark on the one Dendi.
Well, maybe I'm for let them find out.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
people take them teachers. Do you want people that want to make teaching them profession? People, government people for say, you know, government don't begin help teachers them. We now don't teach for several years. Government they take on a picking and now put them, give them free. I hear somebody they talk say the free education. One parent say the free education is not see free because what do they know they pay the teachers. I mean, if I've been getting me way for ASCA before ASCA say almost speaking you get where they go government school where you know they pay for again. One parent way one you wait and call them and they talk to. You journalists when they talk to.
Yes.
How much speaking you get where they go school free? How much speaking you get where they ride school bus now go and come? Even though you pay minimal fee for that. Yes, well the advocates say let the government see to the welfare of the teachers. The government get for see to the welfare of the teachers. And they don't begin raise salaries. And the other principals saying about this not to the salary no more, but now the welfare. Look at the welfare of the teachers. And to be honest to this government, then don't begin to try. Teacher they don't teach long. Almost teacher now don't go. Assume for right then this year. But teacher them or lecturers they with them picking and they go college for free. That's what it be.
Yes.
Good. So all things in the not to government help. So waiting again. I'm not saying more go get for camp. The government not do all it. More go get for camp. But look, at least they don't begin take certain steps. They don't begin take certain steps. But you know, the country will find ourselves right now, even with all those steps here, but when everybody grab every day, then they criticize. Even the good things the way they happen, then they talk about them. You feel to say if people they grab their money, then talk about the good things the way government don't do with the 10 teachers they are, the salary the way don't raise, the picking the way don't begin go school for free, newspaper they write, but then one and they you know. Everybody they make them like okay, say no more the technological world. Let it go viral. You feel to say the people that will grab back begin complain, say their welfares are not being taken care of because they make them look at them and like say them blind, like say that they don't even exist. But they do exist. The government don't do what they for do, but they want and they for help. But the people they don't even acknowledge their help and they. They're not even acknowledge their help and they. So then they make it just like when they lie per person. If you tell lies continuously, you lie, they say the same thing continuously about somebody, you make the people the way they talk to them, they believe. Because you talk continuously, you say the lie, you lie, say the people and they begin believe the lie. Because waiting to you and you when they talk the lie, you believe you lie when you lie. So I believe say the teachers themselves then get a responsibility. The parents then get a big time responsibility because the picking in first teacher now for me who made the come out. Not to the how they go meet in a classroom. If you don't begin discipline, you picking. It's just like picking them now picking they don't reach certain stage. Now then come together. If you're not potty train them, they're not they go kindergarten. You for don't potty train them from yours. Yeah. Picking them inside this country, if you're not potty train them now you host. They're not they go kindergarten, they're not they accept them. So you for don't begin potty train you picking because not to the teacher and they go mess now. First day you left you picking and go no more with them misbehave pan themselves or go back to pan themselves. Now the teacher their responsibility. Now you train you picking potty train and host. You train and potty train and also now from there your education they start. So we get for the parents and get a responsibility for encourage them picking and go check na them picking in school. Check na them picking in school. First time when you go, you misbehave in school. When they call you parents, when they reach in school in front of the school, now they discipline you. But now you cannot do that because the parents are not get themselves. This country, this one in America, yeah, where picking. If you miss one class, you school they send to your parents. Say you miss this class. What's happening? If you want for absence in a school, you parents for go to the school for go take excuse or if you make phone call to your principal or your class teacher or then get the waiting and call on them. If you make phone call or you send a letter written, say me picking not the count today. And people the way they talk so they get picking the now and then they adhere to all them things and they. But when camp and salon, then one let we go down the drain. Now that makes some of we don't begin to. Then one let we go down the drain, then one let we get the discipline. And then they do an aya. Then they do an aya. If you picking, you miss one class. One class, bruh, you miss one class. The teacher they send, say you miss this class. Then they send email to your mama, send email to your daddy, send email to yourself. for confirm why you missed that class. If you forget assignment, the assignment you forget and go the next day. If you don't carry that assignment, they go the next day. When you exam the camp, then they put and they say you not submit your assignment. It will reduce on your grade until you complete that assignment. You can go then mark them, you pass. They're not going to give you that grade. So these are some of the things we have to implement in the school system. These are some of the things the parents and therefore begin to look at. That then therefore begin go check on them, picking them, know exactly what in them picking them they do, how then they do in a school. So the parents then get a bigger responsibility also. It's not just the teachers. It's not I can't out to the school picking themselves. The school picking themselves, they not take their work serious again. They not take school serious again. All waiting somebody been talking about that all their life they want to live that the American dream. This American dream, now when you can't America, now you know. When you can't America, you go no, you go swear the day you damn the hour. You know how me call America? I call America a land of Yugosoba. Not so we all privileged, not so we all man privileged. Where you come under me, I'm in broadcasting as alone. Why I can get broadcasting job na Voice of America? No, not all man. So man, they come under, I don't get in degree, this and that. When I can at this country first, when me can at this country first, I came to, when I can here with all team, I go find work. I go find a salesman job for na Mercedes-Benz factory. You know how they can me go? Na car wash. The guy locked me folder, give me back, he said, Mr. Van, he said, this is not important. Car wash, now they can me go first. With all the experience what I put of the kind of work what I don't do and this and that, they don't look and say, and then they ask you for experience. So I had to go do that job so that I would make reference to them. Before I left there after a few months and go do my insurance course, and before I get this job in a Voice for me. So it's for people and they begin to say, feel just waiting and see all waiting and they see on television, eh? No. As a kid, you get for be straightforward, you get for study. And they tell me young beginning that I don't get beginning inside freedom, inside salon. And they tell them, if you don't study, the only thing I get for you now your education. Now your education I get for you. Now that make they work very hard for give you that education. If I give you that education, then you don't go college, you get your first degree. What's in the campus up, you go defend. So if you not take and serious, then now you self you do, not to me you do. Because if they get to a point, the age you are there now, in the next 5 years, my strength and my energy they depreciate. I'm not able for the work, the way they work so now for support you. The age where then I be always tell us at that age they me, I be don't left school, I don't begin work, I begin take care of other picking them. So you as the picking get a responsibility. You people then they go then they work throughout then they roll now for pay you education. Now then they help them for pay. But all these years they don't they pay for you. Then you know they take and serious. They wait for the exam come, then go pay teachers some money for let you pass. How you call that? If you get a teacher them back or lecturers them, where see them, the best they can do now for let them go lay people get picking them down, then lay down with them before they give them mark for pass. Then picking they come on that class and go to the next stage. After that, you send them into the society. What are they sending into the society? Empty brains, empty heads. Empty head now they send into the society. Empty head. Now they send into the society. Nothing that we can write home about. Nothing that we can be proud about. Now, let God help we. And let God help we country.
Definitely.
And the people that will think negative but we country, let God change their heart. Now let them not grab the money in the cat. So yes, there's some man they grab the money only was him himself. Now Salo they begin to talk bad luck, put bad luck point. Like he say, not for swear. Yes, me a man of God agree. But anybody will try to put bad luck on the country, let God make the bad luck fall. Because this that we country they bring tomorrow we get for member for goodie back. We get for member for goodie back. And we hope for a better. We hope for see a better Sierra Leone. We hope for see we begin and grow up in a way where they self go better their own life and then better the next one where they come. Then we go to a country that then begin there where they grow up now, where we can be leaders and tomorrow. Let them be trained in that line. That then go grow up and then go be disciplined so that the one that they follow, go follow that trend. And so, if you ask me for that,
Right.
the moment, I wish you all the best, and we will continue to advocate for the welfare of the teachers and the lecturers. Them, let the government see that these people are well taken care of, and they picking them for no say. Now, they don't fail boku. They fail not to the school picking no more. Look the other college, law, doctor, this, they all they fail. Ghana, then just pull their own results, then fail. Law school, now 128 no more pass, then fail like boo. So it is not just Sierra Leone. Where some man they ala Ghana duka, they don't say them come out. It is not just Sierra Leone, but we have to work. We have to bring our level back up to where we were. We used to be called the Athens of West Africa. Where has all that gone to? Where has all that gone to?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, David Vandy. Yes, sir. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah.
Yes, that's Nabi David Vandy from the Voice of America. And we in our own salon brother. We can't make we all can rub mouth on the video where you watch for the principals, the teachers, the parents, and the students them. I open the phone line now. You get opportunity for call and be part of the program. Yes, caller, you the live on air. Your name and who say you call from?
Yes, good afternoon. This is Nancy, the call from US.
Yes, Nancy, within you want Lena table.
Yeah, just for add on to what you brought, I just don't say Mr. David Vandy. This year is a very, very big thing. We also take them very seriously. Just like how brother been say, if the teachers then they cause them kind of. So if you don't teach somebody, let me say, like I been put up the question, say, if not the young one, then now not the problem. Yes, now then not the problem, because if the teachers them, they teach you well, you pay, say you go college for go become a teacher, you pay another college, they back say you can't then you can't teach what you expect. Because well prepared, the material where they can give, go be good for the students. And then the fact that you don't get your hand for ask money, the students not go take you serious anymore. You don't lose your respect right there. The moment you say pay for play, you don't lose your respect. That students not go see any need for study anymore because you don't ask them for pay. So they all contribute to the students and they relax. But nevertheless, the students themselves need for study. The only thing I will say back again, some students them not to everybody be the same. Some them parents and they work so hard, it's not like they rich. Some they're not even middle class, then they below middle class. So then they work so hard, they hardly even able to get their money for pay school fees for them picking. And some picking and they, I can recall, now one green uniform then they get for go school. But then parents and they work hard. So imagine if you send that picking, then parents and they manage for send them picking and go to school. They hardly even able to get the money for pay fees, pass them pay them half and half. For let them picking able for go school and educate. Then you go give junk to that picking, you begin asking for money. You begin ask that picking for buy how many pamphlets, and even the pamphlets where they make. Let's say biology, for instance, you just they go make a pamphlet for skeletal system only, and then you make another pamphlet for the circulatory system, and then you make another pamphlet for another system. All of them they for sale. So how many pamphlets do they make per one grade subject? And then let's say they charge the student for pay 25,000 or 30,000. For that one grade subject, you don't get you don't ask 5 or 6 pamphlets. Don't make out of 5 or 6 pamphlets, and each 30,000. Almost money than they alone. So even if not free education, yeah, but if the person therefore struggle for buy this one grade teacher in 5 or 6 pamphlets them. No check about the other subjects again. If they offer 12 or 15 subjects, then you are in trouble. So that can make them picking there now. Then they focus for go then a street. Sometimes if you ask parents, the parents no give, then it's on for keep the teacher. if the teacher are up to that. And then you see the education how they destroy. Some of those students say they don't get money. So if the teachers them they're able to make up their mind, what they mean they do right, they wait Leone Day as Athens of Africa. They mean they do and right that same day. So why they not go look back and do the same thing? Especially now where they say everything don't improve now, this technology. They don't improve. So it will make it easier for even for them for able to teach. And some teachers them where they're not savvy, so because inside class you can get above average, you get average, and you get below average. So you get for cater for all of them. You get for make your class very interesting for let the students them go understand. And for the one that we know they understand, when are slow learners, then go able to catch up if they use different methods. And I then recall we get few teachers that when I be very, very good teachers then. Where we say if in a math, it teach you this particular method, some of them understand, some they don't understand. If they use another method back until we are all able to get a grasp of what they teach. But for some, when you ask them questions, they become angry and then they say you fool, you stupid. Right there, you don't shut down the students. So just like our brother say, the teachers them they really need to go back and really teach them thoroughly as to how to handle students them, how to teach. Because now a profession where we say you get to get a high level of patience and you get for able for like what they do. Just in any profession, if you know like what they do, believe me, it will cause a lot of trouble because you might not go even day. So they beg them, let them focus, not just let them make sure say them fix the schools them where need like science subjects and we need science laboratories them. Let them put all them things and they in place. So when the students then come for can do practical, let everything they for let them go over for get hands on watching and they study about. So with the beg and the students themselves and the parents themselves get a role for play. Some parents them they not get the movies them where they play at home. It really not educative. Then they play so Nigeria movies them where we say the students them time for study then go sit down they watch movie. And then we beg the schools them like them drama and clubs them where they can get at the school for acting. Let them go to use them clubs and then at the school for act. If not history, let them act. Then thing and this like Sengbe Pierre by Bure. You know when you do that in that form, then go they plan for the students them whether be it a concert or movie form. Then go they plan at the country students and then for they watch them thing and they even at the home. His parents they even forget hands on them thing and they let them they play like things fall apart because sometimes you go read the book but maybe you don't understand they not break them down to your level. But when you watch them in a movie form or an acting form, it easily absorb what they watch. So I just they please so the teachers them where they in charge of something and they let them they put something and they in an acting form for let the students and then go get a grasp of what then they teach now the schools them. So me now abandon my goal at the table, make a give chance to others.
All right, thank you very much, Nancy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, caller, I live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Hello, my name is Rugiatu. I call from Norway.
Yes, Rugiatu from Norway. Waiting you are laying at table.
Waiting our laying at table because we self don't listen. We don't listen everything. We don't hear. We don't see. We look like say this case. It looks serious. Waiting want to talk. We not support the teacher them for waiting and they do at all. We not support them. We not say yes, not to them all the do one, but the one they really do one, but capacity one they will not do one. And he say one fish equal all the fish them. And we don't see majority of them because when you listen, all within the principal and the teachers there waiting and they complain, say the salary. So once because like yesterday we listen another interview, the minister said they don't increase their salary by 5%, by 10%. But we just want big back the government make them see how they will able to do more for the make receiver if then go still continue waiting and they do or then go change. But me can always say monkey left in black hand. Some of them go change, but some of them no go ever change because they don't used to the habit unless they give a hard punishment before some of them stop. But like we don't listen at same thing they all they talk. I see one side where you talk where I laugh and say yes, then teachers days and anything you see where you see teacher and Susie go they laugh and say see this teacher insults them. Then tell it, the swagger not be there, then tell you, they not get swagger, then be pay attention for the teaching where then they do. So if they say before and to now, the difference is so great. Now the one day where they go, see then young people are the one dress past all myself. This social media, everything don't expose everybody now. So man, yes, you want to live like say the Western world. So all that they tell up on them. But the kind of they say some man they far, they pay transport, they get for paying house bill after there. So one day government see back to the young constraint, how we be able to help them for me able to upgrade themselves up small. Because I listen back to the Bobo way saying come on aboard, they can look for education back na free on. Because he say yes, don't say they're not teach them, but if you get money, na so money no more, then concentrate back. So like we talk, I will know the standard of the people out in the league. Some of them it's not easy for them. See for me, every day you picking the can, they tell you say teacher say for care go this, teacher say for buy pamphlet, teacher say for do this. It's really difficult. So like all waiting along say, even be a support the way they say, make them go back now the drawing board. At least make them go there back, make them go see how they able to start all over again. Because the starting of them picking not to just this was. Then picking they start from the nursery, primary, go to the junior secondary school, go to the secondary school, to the college level. So a lot of work there for put in place. So may they all go back now the drawing table for see how they will able put this tier in place so that we're not able to get all the kind of tier where they happen so now we country because this is not good for the country, it's not good for we at all. But concerning the parents, I just imagine almost say the parents say where they go around the school for where embrace teacher. Now we same parents they talk say it's not easy or it's stronger, but you still get that money there for go bribe for you picking where you know say you picking or they do well. Why you not able fair way for help this speaker? Can we tell lesson or care more effort encourage them for making able learn than they go bribe for them? They tell well tomorrow. They tell well at all. So like they said, all the students there now they all want to live like the one the way they live outside. Or they all where they live over this area so 24/7 you see picking there with your phone, check out their Facebook, their WhatsApp, their all the media they now where they pass. You see, so it's not easy. And let's say get for no saying that their future than this. They not get for play on their future. Not of what today now for tomorrow. Your parents not go there again tomorrow. Waiting go be for you now. How you go able stand for able fight for yourself? What you be able do? Because like other one of them talks here, some picking like they get good results. But if you tell us for go college, they tell you no, you know they go in the field. Because you know how we get in results. So like you just no one go put himself down and disgrace himself to that kind of level. It's not easy at all. But with the government see to them concern how government will able help them. Make we see back. Or like I talk no more. Yes, if somebody don't use something, don't use that. Not so they all, but I believe the majority of them will change. And we open prayer, pocket people in American Constitution.
All right, thank you very much, Rugeto. Thank you. Yes, caller, you live on here. You name and the call from.
Yeah, this is not Ayo, the call from the US.
Yes, Ayo, waiting you are laying at table, sir.
I think the teachers, the parents and the students, they all get blamed. But me, I want to emphasize on the teachers then. The teachers then, they're supposed to know the capabilities of their students then, and before exam, and the group and exam, they should know which student can make it in an exam or which one cannot make it, because now then they teach them. They should know the student and capacity, and then they teach them so they should know, because then they take quizzes and they take tests and all kinds of in-class activities for know how bright or dull the students are. So then the teachers are supposed to play a very important role for know how capable these students are. Then you come to the students themselves, the students then, I don't know, they know a story. They just know the story because they don't believe, like somebody say, for pay money to teachers or for date the teachers, then so they will pass. And they talk to somebody where, say, in a FBC student, you don't believe the way that person will write English, I'm surprised when you say in a FBC student, So, and the parents themselves too, Then get them blame, but what you go do? They say, what are they picking for? Go before. Most of them they are illiterate too. They don't understand the system. So if the king can also say, Mama, the teachers here for pay so and so, then they give them the money, because the money the king go before. So I think said mostly I blame the teachers them more, and then for prepare the students then for the exams then they. So that's my take.
Thank you very much, Ayo. Thank you, sir. You remember we just before we begin get the callers them, wait here be the talk. I talk about that school bubble. We come out from Bo, we come Natong for camping school. What did he say? He tell we say when because them not be there na the special, them be there na the ordinary. Remember this 6334, right? Remember say they try for eliminate one year. So it's like they give a bump to the one them will be supposed for seat next year. Then give them a bump so that then go sit this year. Even though the government be create a special for them, but how much time them be take? Like a month. Then them be taken for say you take a month for cover something where you supposed for take a year. Well, it depends on waiting they're ready for absorb. But waiting that young man they be tell you, he say when them be don't reach the now, then not be the him, not be the study. Say not be the study. Most way him be the look at now for say in the can go sit WAEC. Now then they no more be denied. In the go sit WAEC. Yes, caller, you dey live on here, you name and who side you call from?
This is Bashir, they call from Dubai.
Yes, Bashir from Dubai. What's in na your contribution?
Well, your contribution therefore deal with the structure of the educational system that I consider.
Okay.
Yeah, well, let me say example now. I must say I go read law. You get me right? If I go read law, no one make the government come back with the drawing board or fix this issue. Like if I go read law, make it be say I do because once now English now compulsory subject, okay, no problem. English, government, literature, history. That I don't now say this if I don't go read law, I don't say I forget. Understand?
So now for subjects you call also.
Hello?
Yes, you call for subject.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now no one go read law because you see some of your brothers they didn't have the attitude. Understand? They want to go read law, but they see person want to go read law if they do health science. How you will go read law? Whose connection will you get for health science or biology if you want to go read law? So you see the thing? So that again, they for try for reduce the burden to the student and back. Understand? It's just like you want to read engineering, then they tell you you take one or two subjects from the art part and add them for what you want to read. You know that you engineering, not the nothing for do with government, not the nothing for do with history. Understand? So mean at this time of the contribution, at least let them go and that way day. If you're not at man, they just start to see the way you want to go to. Let them know say that this subject and this. Because some other countries are that to understand so then they do. Because if you want to put it in stage like 8, 9, 10 subjects, you put on your head. Understand? You know, if you want to read law, that economics, you don't need them. So things therefore, the job therefore go pay so that you want pass and free and go. So you see, one day when you need that you need. So just when you go now, you will see and say, you get A for economics, so A for biology, then when you go to university now, you're not going to prove them. So you see the problem? the way you go to the chamber, in order for talk about you economics where you get or you biology, density, they don't know about that. So, that's my main contribution. That's how to make the government at least make a to this.
All right, thank you very much, Bashir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes, as I be the talk, we say when the team be don't reach, now just bluff them be the bluff, say then they can't take exam. Then at the end of the day, what you say? In a one grade subject, then giam. Now then they bring me to the next one. When the student they don't sit down, instead of them say, I make one subject, I pass one subject to
I don't catch I don't need nobody else. You don't need nobody else. Baby, you show me no delay.
Subject or 3 subjects, then say na give and gimme. Make you feel say then say na give and give them. Because they all don't get or most of them don't get na the mind say na pay then they pay. So when you pay, then give you. But not so it's supposed to be. And we just they hope say this one will happen so for be the cleansing. We next work, but can we say I just want to correct myself because after the government work, this way they happen so right now within the seat that the private was on the work. And imagine 3 consecutive Saturdays ACC they catch people them. 3. Remember the first one them wouldn't display narcotin 3 where the president be apologized for. Then they can tell the president, say, oh, okay, you never apologize. We they carry on. The second set come. Then you know, say this past Saturday, there was another one again. So, is it not something where they don't say, now do or die? See, they know they left. Because you go feel, say, with all the massive failure, with all the seize where they don't seize results them, that one day for bring a wake-up call. But as things then still unfold, in no one tell like so. Really no one tell like so. Like say they are set in their ways and they are not going to change. It's sad for if you remember, most of them market woman, they will be the interview. Most of the waiting and tell you, me picking don't see to us. I get to pick you up for go see to us. These people, then they under rain, under sun, under black smoke, under this and that, just for send them picking and go school. Most of the waiting and they talk. So they send them picking and go school, make them can pull whip and this. But look at who they are. Then send you go school. You know one study. If you study, you go make them. Yes, the teacher's welfare is fine for look after. But where is the passion? Who side the passion dey? Because as it is right now, it's like say passion no dey. Again, wetin Basiru call last one. Say make the part where you want waka. Make the government make them tread na that part today. But again, to their defense, then go say, well, maybe sometime in the future you want for change. At least, if you want for change, you don't get a second plan. Yes, call ID live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Patricia from USA.
Yes, Patricia, what's in now your contribution?
The contribution is not only about the teachers. We'll see where them, then they talk, then sit down at market, say, then they serve for them picking them, then they go take them picking them, go for go school, then go for pay school fees. I think say, we go blame the teacher them, then go arrest the teacher them, and arrest the parent them too. Because now then they give the picking them the money, for care go to the teachers them. If they don't give them, then picking them the money, for go give them teachers them, then think that they not go to play. So you not get for just blame the teachers no more. You get for blame the parents themselves too. Either rather than they do them havoc than they, because now parents they give money to picking before it can go to teacher. Or make them find the source, how them picking and they get them money then they for go give to them teachers then. Because you know go just blame teacher no more. They left the people them who don't see anaya. I don't know if you don't see a news in America naya. Where parents then where them go find the one a celebrity, the other woman, I know what thing they do, where them go find college for them picking them, then go drive for the college where them picking them for attend. The celebrity go just for 4 days or 5 days, then they pull on, then the poor woman they want for let go for like 5 years. Even now, say people then depend that talk there. So you see, not only the people then at the college, but the parents them now then deal with so first. Because they for deal with the parents themselves, then they deal with the teachers then. But then all man just they focus on the teachers then no more. What about the parents then? Because that teacher no go grip school picking say, oh give me that money there. Now when you tell us, oh if you give me so amount, I will give the subject where they take for let it pass. Because now that they happen, they say go to mama. Go and say, oh, teacher say na so for do. Instead, the mommy talk say, I no go do that and they. Then they take the money, give them, or don't strengthen them, go find that money, they give them picking and they. Then they picking and carry the money go. Then they give them the paper for seat. And if you go now as alone, I don't know what is the education, where what is they go do. So we're not going to just blame teachers no more. For they for all the parents themselves responsible for the thing and they. Now that's not me on contribution.
Thank you very much, Patricia. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yes, call ID live on here. Your name and who side call from?
Mina Saras, I call from Tunisia.
Yes, sir. What's in your own contribution?
My own contribution, I did in line with waiting Sister Patricia will be talk this now. Because 2017, before I come on, that thing they be passed na me picking. Me picking be failed. Then begins they say body day never go change the result, never do this, never do that for making go college. I said that one day me hand on the side. Now Oxford every day. I say if I go repeat that same class day, I don't get one link for make a key teacher. I said I go back. In fair back. In fair 210 and this year. Now he pass for making go up college. Then parents then they contribute for making them picking up boy. Make them picking and not study. Because if you know say you want to make you picking come on better, if it is something that go wrong, now for go to study them, now for go to follow them. That 2017, they want to make me picking face up, then get the habit, then they go study in a group, then they go come out, then go now people then in host. Now next I be no more think what they do there. Control on day. If they go say they don't study. You say you want to go up college, you go there, you don't study, and they go meet up. Past 50, 20 people then. Somebody they can say in a teacher and they put money and they pay. Say for study beginning for make them go see the wax. If they go back for make them go see, then they fail. So I don't look at one day as I come on, I say make it go back, make it go down. That's in school day. I don't get money for give teacher. Nobody know they go. If I go that every day, that party then will be say in the big pass, make come up and day. And go back there the second time again. In fail na English, in say you want to do law. Say not possible. So now for go back. Now this year, now he got make it go. Now he got make him pass. So I force another one class day, 3 years, now he make day for make it pass go up college. Because then they say, even the school where he pass for go up college, the result, they not be the put him up. Even until where they I call him. I say, now for go to school, now for go talk to that teacher about. Because na me picking, na me want make, na me sabi, I want make him big. Me not to God, but therefore make me effort. Because I mean, nani papa. They go na the school.
Well, I guess we don't lost that caller there, but I think you're making points clear. Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, I mean, I was friend. You call from Manchester, sir.
Yes, who's friend? You get the platform. What's your contribution, sir?
Sorry, I really called. I not be actually want to talk, but all the same, na good idea back. I just want to bring up. The area then you are just hearing the people who been to this camera talk to the camera. That area where one of the students then talks to them premature for go they can cancel SS4 to SS3. I'm not saying a factor really, but however it be, a good changes the government they bring back. But I know say some of the factors in Boku way compromise for less students than feel. Like the preparation, some them actually they're intelligent, but that area where some of them really maybe then instead of them go to a senior secondary school 4, or then continue from that 3, then go to the 4 for preparing for finish the syllabus, but then just come up from 3, then straight away go talk. Go take the exams like that Bobo being go finish school from Bo. We can have free time. So that now just one of a small factor, not a big factor really. Then the other side, I just want to highlight one of the parents and talk about television. But I know say you not talk about the other area, like this social media where some of the telecommunication I didn't call them, but the companies that would sell this telecommunication business like the data and so on. In terms of AfriCell, Orange, and so on. But if it's in AfriCell, wherein they don't bring recent one back, if we over EYV, they read the advert day. When then they advertise it after 12 midnight to 6 a.m. Just imagine from 12 midnight to 6 a.m. it's free for browse. 2 things. If you
not free, make a help you there, not free. They all get them. AfriCell get them, Orange get them, but not free. It's just cheaper, but not free.
Yeah, but today I wouldn't say they pay 1.5, not to free, they say free. Now 1.5 you subscribe about, and then after midnight they look a bit browse free. But the only thing one for say government for look into, like we say can bring up, let them try give the access for browse internet, Google and other things instead of them just the and then 3 social media we owned by Facebook. Because Facebook now get Twitter, Facebook now get WhatsApp, now they only able for access. So government will able for look into that. Just like how then guy have been they try for say, then they try for look into I don't call on the registration of the government the how the schools and they perform. You see, then we get that system, they then get them bring now wherein they say something.org, but then they go find out the information and bring that up more sometime when we get the conversation. But that area who government get for monitor, why they for allow only social media for browse instead of them therefore make access to internet or Google and other things who will help the student them for let them go able to get materials for learn back through the internet. Instead of them just they use them for social media, we would distract them by that time they, you see. So that them only government try for monitor back. They see some of them social. Then wow they provide them things. They let them just give them law or let them even restrict the advertisement just like other places. And they say no for advertise food because we don't want this for happen to Pekin there or no for advertise this. So then go just they restrict because let them just sell them data. If one user, one use them. But then go back, see them, for give them access. Let them open the access for them for use the Internet Explorer and also Google. Let you not just limit them to just the 3 social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. You see, so that you be able to head back for the student then without able to go buy textbook. So they be able to go look at the internet, access them. Let not just be limited to certain organization there. Let the one there who they sell them then able for give them to the one they would in a street. For say then say wouldn't buy 1,500 data, you will able for subscribe for let go open in Google, in Internet Explorer for build up in your area for education. Then I'm your area no more for see. Let government look back how they side and they will able for monitor them because that might be able for help for let the education will boost. Because education have self-reliance, then they defend back people who they go to the schools them. Because like when you talk of maths, people they don't fear that phobia, that idea, you don't depend them. Even the students them, like them the idea how they pass because some of them can do and what they do this beauty contest. Few of them wouldn't know see they are dedicated. Just assign them to certain posts. Like how if we do for some few, but so they can just begin and small then left. Then go they go to the schools and talk to them, company them like the assembly. Who been they do an makini? Let them take no Christian at top. I mean, they go in school every morning. They go benevolent. They go batch memorial. Let them take Sabi. Most of them other people and they go to the assembly. They talk to them. This topic I choose and this week here. And they talk to them. Then they listen and they enjoy that. And there are good students who they listen. Then they do that. I they call them literally and debating society. When they say L&DS, then they go on between schools competition. They bring all those things again. It helps students and confidence. Then they do back like then quiz, inter-school quiz, wherein they go introduce them. Students then they go, then they compete to each other. They go make and take a big self. They say the final logo make an a stadium. It go be very good. Then they even get small penny self. I like at 20 or 200 leons or 500 leons self. The people then will go pay for go chair in school. That bag will come towards any way for develop. You see, not to echo first, no more other things, WhatsApp, all those things. Let government just to think back. Let them just look at things where were happening before. And that man, you know, the very principal, and then the very minister is quite aware because the other days they call somebody and they want to say, oh, this man, Mr. Korosa, a member of Ambakana Francis. He know very well. Let me go visit Francis. But he just get for the sit down no more, like how they talk so until they say go the way. We say, oh yeah, remember these things were happening. No implement and back. Because now then they introduce another system where they say a book festival. Or for introduce book festival instead of they make no more cacao show or other thing, which is very good again. But let them also bring these other things, literally and debating society, where the student and they begin at in school, then make an inter-school, then they defend them where would they be celebrated, who don't make a beauty contest or win a certain thing, then pick some, then they were competent, will they go to their schools them, will they help you competent, talk to them, tell them, and then they able for sensitize them, because then competent, they talk to them. They go believe them. Then just they leave things and say, well, Lord, just can't bring this idea, we'll stop SS4, we'll stop this, or we'll stop this, or do this. The initiative is very good, and then the strictness is very good, wherein then they say, law is strict for take exams. But what in they be now, for the students, they are go get that confidence for can't sit down at that class day, let them look to those other factors again. You see, yeah, thank you very much for giving me the platform.
All right, thank you very much, Usfren. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, God bless you.
Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, hi everybody. This is my Umu from Columbus. I just want agree with David Vandy, or what he say, and also Nancy. I can always say Sierra Leoneans, they say this every day now. This program, we want go heaven, but we no want die. Sierra Leone to me not to normal times right now because since everything we don't really they go down the drain. What would they talk about this education business? We for support the government like where the ACC boss being parade them people them. I think say we for me the advice let them introduce some drastic measures them. We will really bring this down because for we where we don't they go Sierra Leone and for we where they also help for develop people them where then they go school yonder where would they we don't picking and they are but some of we they see turn back we help with people then or family picking them for let themselves come up like how we don't picking and say they come up. This they really pain we. So we all for come together, let we support the government for let them really take some drastic measures and otherwise this not be done. Sierra Leoneans, we can complain about things them. But when we want discipline, then everybody they grab and begin grumble back. Even we were there now. Some of we from this world where we don't can you go see some man them, they respect more than like name brands in them, forgive them picking them, which is not bad. I know it's anybody for that. But at least try for let you picking learn something. But you go see some man come and say, not to book no more na the team, money go waiting. Yes, money go waiting, but you remember where you go down all. You know, you go remember where you go down all. If you don't, they work then double. You picking self grab, if they work double. You not try for good education or encourage them because America and now, if you want poor, then go help you for poor. If you want develop yourself, then go help you for develop yourself. But you, the parents, if you stamp your foot down, say, me picking, now so I want to let it go. You not bribe any teacher. Like dancing and the way they don't come out now. Even Sierra Leone, where people then they read that one day. The parents then are they appeal to them. Then for the report dancing there. Somebody say that you can't bribe, you picking can't to you find out. And let we all be whistleblowers then. Because when you see something that go wrong, you're not able to open your mouth and talk them. Then you self they add to the problem. So are they really appeal to we the parents them? Let we be whistleblowers then. And let we see say thing right. Because otherwise now so no more thing they go down the drain. I really agree with David Vandy and I agree with Nancy. I know they go back for talk over waiting. I've been really want to say. But they appeal to all we the parents them. And even we were there in America. Because some of we can just sit down and compare. Like David Vandy say, some man can sit down the first thing where they come on at the mouth. If you even say you they go Africa, they go begin say, hey, you go yonder, now so go happen to you. I don't tell a friend of mine one time. I say if I go Africa, I go die there, I get excuse. You know why? Because if I left in America, I die there. When I hospital, they all been there now. So I don't get excuse. But you go see somebody, you go walk all day, you can't sit down inside a motor car, he die. Because of all the stress they accumulate by ourselves now. But Sierra Leone, I go die there, now me home. You know, I go always get excuse, say, okay, the hospital, they're not being better. But I'm proud for there, I go there, I go, me life, if God, the whole and day, like whole and day. You know, but we get positive attitude. We get for help with country for let it develop, and we for start that by the way where would they bring we country down. Because as I they say, and I be don't talk on before, if any problem they be in any country now, their country they know they take we again. They've done their best, and themselves don't tire. The young people themselves look they in a ghetto. So we all for come together and be whistleblowers. We see anything they go wrong. Let we start from where would they even go to airport, not bribe anybody. Let we start that one day. That's my own contribution.
Thank you very much, Omo. Thank you. Somebody called me today, they tell me, say, I sat in school, they begin fail. We then go back for go put the pikin at the school for say make he repeat the class. The teacher say if I pay 400,000 and add some other thing, and they come to 600,000 before the school pikin go able for repeat at the school again. And even one part the parents them be talk about money. So the money for grades, that one they separate. And we remember say ACC self be don't want schools them say because of this free education, the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary School be pull a prize list where 9 schools then forgo it. But it's like say the schools them then get their own list where they want to go with. So this particular school with money and malpractice, look can be an easy fight. not so easy one. And he not get for calm down easily. Because it's like say, like a cotton tree, you don't team up. So for see that one they can down, then no one lets go so easily. But if we all come say for the betterment of Sierra Leone, this is the future of Sierra Leone. No matter what happen, these people now then get for grow older, for carry on with whatever we get for left of Sierra Leone. So if not this we the breed now for tomorrow, then waiting you expect Salon for be. Now old then say first the money man. And say left and a story get and like first the money man. Because then say first the money man you where you not manage your money well. Anything where other person want to I be don't live that life they trade. Now who be they make decision trade. So now so we want them for be. Because now waiting they say trade we were the Athens of West Africa. But now been trade. We want to make it be say trade come inside, but for say yes trade, na be corruption, examination malpractice, money, na be they come inside. But today we tell God thank you. Now so we want them for be now. But if we not try for put a stop to them in the next 5-10 years, it not go fine. It not go fine. It's like every system in Sierra Leone need a reboot, need cleansing, need an overhaul. Everyone. Anyone who you name, you go ask say, no, they are not performing. They not they perform. Not to say it's supposed to be. Why we forget an entire country and you able country to you finger and you toast them for the one that way you go say, oh no, these are the exception. We not say no to all the teachers them bad. We not say no to all the police them bad. But those ones, you able count them with your finger. The bad lots now they want for count with my fingers. Even when you get one, we go try for pull the lot. It's difficult. Before I say now, you get almost all rotten. So even they want them, we good. At the end of the day, you go even ask for pick because waiting do. All waiting come out pare rotten one and go all rub pare one then day. We not go stop for talk because now one green salon we get. But I can always tell people and say a lot of people now for just talk negative go just like I be they say the other day. Get a right source for get you information but salon. When you get a right source for get you information, that will be fine. Rather than dumb people who they say share this. See waiting happen about today. 82 people them unaccounted for. Now that building wait for them. Now that boat time a highway. 82 people them. But good thing the way you go on link to that. Say maybe the engineers them not to be the correct one them. Or maybe we didn't say for put 5 bag na ya. Then put 2 bag. And not knowing to say they are endangering themselves. I'm not saying na so it be, but I just say, what if? And at the end of the day, the video we post, the one them we did it, they say yes, then they read the people them under. The thing, you don't say it happen. There is no rescue. No rescue, not become yet. Because if they see say na concrete na aim for them, you they see when they can plant the iron rod them. The one that we team up, then boku pass the one that where they fed say for try for go through the rubbles them for look for people them. So when you ask again, you ask say, who say rescue for come out? Is it through the police? Is it through the fire force? Is it through the prison system? Who say the rescue for come out? So na so then go did till they know you hear the voice again. So a lot of things inside the country need attention. We know say for the past years then it was neglect, it was give them any kind name, yes. But we now get for the count on that. See now what's happen. What's happen again on Saturday? The bridge, small one, it pleats. The one they were in at the southern side, they left the one they were in at the Freetown side, they left the. Before they run for patch. Now I make we for no say Sierra Leone pass everything. Until we begin see and so. Say Salon pass all. Now in Salon we go reap the benefit. For the love of the country. For the love of the country. We just hope say them people and they're able to rescue them in time. And this again, now wake up call for we system na the country. You know they happen every day, but what the one off happen? Let we get timely intervention. Timely intervention. It's a sad one. And we heart and we prayers them, did to them people and they. We go there again tomorrow. May God continue for bless Salon. Make Salon be the kind of country where we want them to be. Till we meet again tomorrow. Tripoli say, Tata.